Hello everybody and welcome back to another Broadway online lesson. Today's lesson, as we talked about last time, is going to be expanding on our leap. So we did a couple of things to prepare for the leap last time, and today we're going to get right into it. So after our stretch, we're going to put a little bit of extra emphasis on our splits to make sure that our leaps are as big as they can be. So make sure you guys are in a safe area. Grab a bottle of water if you need it. I'm going to get our timer going to start our warm-up, and then we will start today's lesson. Alright, so starting with jumping jacks and a squat. The timer is starting, and go. Remember, you want to hold the squat low, and then explode into your jumping jack. Almost there, 10 more seconds. And into your high knees. Lunge jumps. Remember, back knee is going to stay off of the ground, but you want to get nice and close. Alright, and pike stretch. So if you can, try to get your hands flat on the ground. And open to your straddle, and we're reaching to the right. Toes should be facing in front of you, and straight legs. And switch. Three, two, one. Into your middles. So hands flat on the ground. You can try and reach back behind you too for a little extra stretch. Moving into sweeps. So sweep back and throw high. Alright, so we're going to do our wrist stretch. So fingers facing you, palms flat, and we're just going to lean back and try not to let your palms come off of the ground. And flip them over. So now your palms are facing the ceilings, and you don't want to push too hard on this one, just a nice gentle stretch. Good, and moving into your cat stretch. Try to get your armpits on the ground, or as close as you can. And then up into seal stretch. Just trying to have your hands and your toes on the ground. Everything else is pushing off. Chest up tall. All right, moving into our shoulder stretch. We're gonna hold one arm back and pull. Remember, you really want to feel the stretch, but you don't want to pull too hard. It's nice and easy. And switch. Good, find that comfortable spot and then hold there. Good, shake them out, and we're going to do our arm circles forward. So we want to try to push straight arms, starting with little circles, and then trying to expand and make them bigger and bigger as you go. And backwards. Almost there. Good, all right, we have a quick rest, and then we're gonna get into our push-ups. And we're just going to do 3 exercises for our arms before stretching our splits. So getting ready, and push-ups. Remember, want your arms just a little bit outside of shoulder reach. Try to focus on your form. So it's not about the reps, it's about the form. and mosquito slappers. So remember, you want to keep your back as flat as possible, just tapping each shoulder. And our last one is our row and reach. So we're going to get a nice big stretch when you open up. So row and reach tall and hold. Five more seconds. All right. Very nice. Okay. So we are going to be doing our leaps today, so we're going to add in an extra little stretch for our split. So we're going to start in a lunge. My right foot's in front. I'm just going to push and hold. You don't want your knee to come in front of your toes. From here, we're just going to push back. So we're straight and reaching for our foot. And then we'll do a quick out to the side. So if you guys remember from previous videos, these are our 3 secret stretches to getting better splits. And there's a couple other ones you can go back and watch if you need to. And slide into your split. And hold. We're gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Moving into our left, we're gonna start in that lunge, making sure that my knee does not pass my toes. And we're gonna kind of pulse just a little bit for an extra stretch. Pushing straight, reach for my toes. Try and get your nose as close to your knee as you can. And then we'll do a quick out to the side. And hold. Good. And then sliding out as far as you can. And hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now we're going to add in our middles here too. So we're going to start standing, walk your feet out. Once you find a comfortable position, you can put your hands on the ground. And then we're just going to go even slower. Slowly slide up. Make sure that your hips and your feet are in line. Straight knees, dropping to our elbows. And if elbows are easy, you can go even lower. So drop into a full pancake with your stomach on the ground. And we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, you guys, that is it for our stretch. Time to move on. All right, you guys, so moving into our leaps. In our last video, we went over the chassé. So remember, for our front chassé, we had our arms in T, and our back foot was chasing the first foot. Now we want to add the leap. So there's one more thing after the chassé, and that's the step. So we're going to go chassé, step. So if you think chassé, when you land that chassé, your good foot is in front. So now from here, we're going to add in a step with our bad foot. So going into our leap, we're going to be pushing off of our bad foot and extending our good up in front. So now you remember, we also worked on some stationary holds. So we had leg in front, we had side skill, and we had arabesque. We're going to think with our good leg in front this time, and our bad leg is going to kind of pop up into that arabesque. So we're combining them both. All the things we've done before. So we're going to go chassé, step one more time and just hold. Chassé, step. From here, we're going to push off through the toes, jumping into our split, and we're going to land on our good foot. So the step is on our bad foot, push off into your leap, and land on your good. So we're going to try one all together. Chassé, step, leap. Arms in T, chassé, step, leap. Good, remember you want to try to land softly. Have the best split you can, but we also really want to focus on straight legs. So if you need to start a little smaller, that's totally okay. So we're going to do one more. Arms in T, chassé, step, leap. Very good. Now that is our front leap. That's our regular split leap. That's a great one for you guys to work on. And then once we perfect that, there's a whole bunch of other leaps. So we actually have side leaps, we have switch leaps, a whole bunch that we're going to get to. But for now, we're going to start perfecting this one. So just remember your arms in T. Good foot starts in front. You do a 1 chassé, step with your bad foot, leap with your good. So I want you guys to tell yourself those steps in your head. Chassé, step, leap. Good foot, bad foot, good. Your arms stay in T the whole time, and you're focusing on straight legs. That is the most important thing to note for your regular leap. Now we didn't stretch our middle splits for no reason, because we also have our side leap, which is almost exactly the same as our regular leap. We still have chasse, step. This time we're going to use the arms a little bit and open up into a middle, landing good, and bad foot behind you. So everything is the same, besides the directions that your hips are going to turn as you push off the ground. So if I'm a righty, my right foot's in front, I do my chasse, step with my bat still, and then my hips are going to turn out, and I'm going to open up, middles, land, and finish. So I'm going to show you one really quick. We're going to go chasse, step, leap. So you're still landing with that good foot first, planting the bad one behind you. It's all the same steps. Our hips are just going to turn out, and we're going to do a little half turn in the air before landing. So that is your side leap. Now, if you're ready for a challenge because you thought your regular good foot leap and your side leap were too easy, I'm going to show you guys the switch leap. We're not going to break it down too much because this is going to be a lesson later on, but for right now, we're just going to show you guys for a little challenge, if you need one. For the switch leap, instead of doing our chasse on our good foot, we're going to start on our bad foot. So things are changing a little bit. I'm going to go chasse good foot, step with my bad, and then we're going to push up into a leap with our bad foot before switching in the air. So your first leg, which is going to be your bad leg, as it's coming up, you don't want to go into a full leap. You want to do a smaller kick, and then as you push off of the ground with your good foot, both of those legs are going to switch, which is why we call it a switch leap. So it's as if you're going for a bad leg leap and then you switch as big as you can. Now this is a tricky one, so I'm going to show you one, and then if you need to watch it again or slow it down, you can do so. I'm going to go chasse, step, switch it. So notice my legs switched in the air, so I'm still landing on my good foot, and it becomes a good leg leap somewhere in the air. That's your challenge of leaps for today. Now, we will get to it later on, and there's a ton of other different leaps we're going to do as well. But if you wanted a little challenge, you can go ahead and try to work on some switch leaps. Now, our last thing for the day is going to be our side handstand. So, a side handstand is just going to be a new entry. We worked on some variations with different legs, and Coach Alyssa has put out some awesome videos for you guys on her different variations of a handstand. But today we're going to work on the side entry. So as we know, our usual handstand, we come from here. It's a strong lunge, my arms are squeezed in tight, my back foot is pressing into the ground, and then we lever and kick into our handstand. But today, we're going to change it up just a little bit. So we're still going to start with that strong lunge, but instead of me reaching forward, we're going to go side. So this is actually a beam dismount, which is why it's very helpful. It's also a great exercise for balance. It helps in a lot of different areas. So we're going to try it all together. So we're going to go lunge, lever in, good, and hold. Step, finish, good job. So this one can be tricky, and it can also be a lot of fun. The only thing you have to remember, the theme of the day is our hips are turning a different direction. So instead of staying squared, as you lever in, you're going to open up your hips and open up your shoulders and turn to the side. So I want you guys to practice a couple of those as well, those side handstands. It's going to be a challenge, but once you get the hang of it, it's a lot of fun and is going to help you in all of your different events in gymnastics. You guys did a great job today. Remember to have fun with those leaps and keep working on those handstands. We can't wait to see everybody back in the gym as soon as possible, but for now, we will see you guys in the next one.